called Gary.
Yeah, Gary Heather, President of Islington Trade Union Council. Joe, you talked a lot about the money. You didn't mention the 17 million actually, but my arithmetic tells me that you were 4.1 million short in explaining the money side of it. So that's interesting me. But in terms of what you didn't touch on at all was the amount of job losses that you're proposing out of this. And what really concerns me is that I'm actually aware of workers in the hospital. I don't think they're necessarily being treated in the right way. Certainly there's a lot of fear. There was fear about coming to this meeting this evening. There's fear about actually speaking out, and that can't be healthy. But the other thing that concerns me as well is that you seem to be moving down the line and using Unipart, lean production, to move to like a production management system in running the hospital. Can I say to you that I don't really think that patients in the hospital can be equated with mass production of cars, and you need to think very seriously of that. It's well known, anyone who knows anything about time and motion studies, is that you can always come out with the result you want, but you're then lumbered with what you've got, and we're dealing with human beings and not car parts.
Sally, there, yes, you.
To anything. I'm Phoebe Watkins, I'm Camden Unison, I'm chair of the branch, and my specific role in the branch is to represent people who work in older people's homes, home care and the like. And actually what we're looking at, the top table is telling us that the services are going to be provided in the community. It's all, don't worry, everything's going to be all right. You need to look at what's really happening out there. The last speaker talked about what this government is trying to do to get rid of the NHS, to actually put things out, farm things out to the private sector, and actually see people suffering in their own homes without the support that they're entitled to, and they should be given. If you're really serious about saying you're going to delve the services out to the community, do that first. Don't do it after you say you're going to sell the buildings off, make money, make millions and millions of pounds of prime site property in order to do that. And if you look at what's happening in the private sector, I don't represent anymore, people who work in home care who've now lost their jobs because they've been sold off to the private sector to do personal assistant on the lowest possible wages you can possibly believe. In the homes for older people now on the Camden side of the borough, there's one literally just down the road from here. They're talking of bringing people's wages down from just over £11 an hour, £7.46. Now nobody's going to stay in a job that working on that sort of level of pay if they can't live on that. So the idea you're going to go down, you'll race to the bottom in terms of pay, conditions, of people who are working out there in the community. You are not going to have community services that are worth it. So I'm saying, stop the sell-off, keep the NHS as it is, stop going for this foundation stuff, because actually what it is trying to privatise various bits of services, make them easy to sell off, and then someone's going to make $1 million, and it's not going to be the residents of this borough. Camden residents use this services as well. And it's affected also. We say stop the sell off.
Right at the back, the lady at the back, and then over there. Okay?
Okay, questions. Can you indicate if you would like to speak? I'd like some help with people. Okay, over there. Gentleman over there. Yeah. And can you speak very briefly and say who you are, please?
My name is Phil Rose. I'm a regional officer in the health sector for Unite. The allocation I actually cover is South London. I've been actively involved with the Lotion campaign. Hello, Helmut. I come from North London. I come from Tottenham, and I'm proud to be here. For the last year, I've been going around meetings, talking about the health service, talking about the health social care bill, and talking about what is coming, which is the complete and utter destruction of the NHS. And I've been seeing meetings of about 20 to 30 people. In the last 3 months, that has dramatically turned around. I've seen meetings of 700 people in Lewisham, 500 people here. We've got an uprising going on here. People are finally waking up to what this government is doing to the National Health Service, and that, at long last, is what we need.
Thank you very much. Next speaker there.
Andrew Berry, an Islington Unison branch officer, and I'm also a local resident. I think some of the things I'm certainly in favour of investing in community resources and having community facilities. I actually don't think they are a way of saving money though. So if the Whittington's planning on doing it, which is what it's clearly doing and saving money, that won't happen. It'll just mean an end to those services. I myself work in home care in Islington, and I actually think that we're seeing some of those policies now. I've seen people yo-yoed in and out of hospital on a regular basis, and as a home care service we have to pick up the pieces. If that continues to happen more and more pressure put on the local services like home care and residential services that haven't got the investment and haven't got the money in, then all those people are going to be left, and we're going to have the stories like that person who was found dead in home and never found because the resources aren't in place to do it. So I do think you need to seriously reject these proposals. And can we have today the proposal of having a demonstration? Can this meeting agree to endorse that? Because I think we need to put pressure on my union leadership and on the Labour Party to endorse that. And let's have a huge demo. Thank you.
David Webb, Unison shop steward, Whittington Hospital. We're very concerned about...
Sorry, could you repeat that? It was quite...
David Webb, Unison shop steward, Whittington Hospital. We're very concerned about where the hospital's going, because with the decision to sell the hospital buildings and hospital premises, this gives little room for any expansion of hospital services on this site. You see, we think we're a good hospital, and we think we provide good services to a very diverse community, a community that we would like to see access to full hospital services in the future.
The Whittington Hospital Coalition and all of us particularly welcome the hospital workers, and it's brilliant to see you people here because your jobs are our health service. Big welcome to all the hospital workers.